a question about my kitchen setup in one of my videos. And so right now I'm cooking some duck breast. I figured out how to cook it and I like it, so I'm cooking it. This takes a while to cook. It's really short. The sink takes up more of the space than that. My induction cooktop here is in a drawer. Custom drawer. It slides in whenever not in use. This gets moved out of the way. It opens up my living space. Part of the reason I don't show it is because my house is constantly a mess. And you get rid of this because I can't do coffee no more. And there's always dishes in there too. Cuties are going to go away soon and it's going to get opened up. This is basically my primary work surface whenever I'm cooking or doing pastries or anything else. Above here I have my induction or toaster ovens there. My sink is here. This is part of the old ambulance here, which has been cleaned and used. Lift it up here. It's in travel mode because I might have to go into town and get some gas for the winter before I have a next one stove. This is epoxy down here and it's set up in such a way that it drains right here back into the sink. There's also another one over here. It hardly ever hits there. I was probably parking the downward motion. Basically where they dry is where they stay for storage. Works really well. My microwave's above the fridge. I like to say my house is more organized, but it's probably never going to be more organized because it's small. But, and then my refrigerator's right here. The 7.4 cubic foot refrigerator. I use child safety tabs that go on here that holds it closed when we're going down the road. It unlocks on both sides. I just leave it locked on the right side here. And this acts like a regular fridge. It's very nice. Bad day is when you forget to lock those and you go down the road and you come back here and you find that it's been unlocked for a couple hours. It does have a strap tied on the top down, and there's a couple holding it to the wall that hold it in place. And it's set up. This is the latest addition. I had this space on the right hand side and I moved it over, and there's enough room to put a can storage there. The sink here is a laundry sink that had the bottom and the back cut off and cut for the size, so I get this massive sink. Drinking water, trash can. Sink goes underneath the floor. My subfloor, about right in this area underneath it all, is my gray tank. I have no black tanks. It's a composting toilet. Exactly off of it, across from it, is my tub. It's being used to hold stuff, so yet again. It is a little small cattle trough. I hid it with some of that stuff I used on the outside. I have mixed feelings about it, but now that the smell's gone, it's still nice. Same area as the shower. The biggest thing is you gotta make sure it doesn't collect mold in it whenever you get done with it, so it's same space. Refrigerator or window there. Air conditioner here works very well. The very complicated heating setup for my hot water system, or the end of it, it actually uses some flat plate heat exchangers in line with my diesel heater, and it works kind of. But if I give it like 30 minutes to warm up ahead of time before I start it up, it actually works really well. I have been here in where I'm at currently. I'm working a job. I'm testing the fun job of camp hosting. And so I have been here for about, it was like 5 months for my first stint, and I'm now in middle way to my second stint. So I've been here for about, not quite a year. By the time this one's done with, it'll be a year I've been here. I wasn't planning on actually working for a year, but I needed the income because of the transmission issue and all the other things that keep happening. I needed a place just to sit and mellow. So that's what I'm doing, is mowing, making money, and trying not to drive myself crazy. Ooh, I got the snow. We got snow today, and I got the snowplow fixed yesterday. I was plowing about a week ago, actually exactly 1 week ago, and the thing wouldn't lift up and the hydraulic shut down. I thought it was just low on fluid. Turns out that either the person that worked on it last or something jagged or pushed the hydraulic motor connection point to electric motor out to a point that it didn't allow the motor to come back in, and it caused a it not to be on the shaft, and then it got hot and then it melted on it, and then it wasn't making a good connection, it wouldn't make it engage. So they let me work on that here because I moved from camp host to a different camp, to new management, to maintenance. Did that for a couple months, and then took over here for 2 weeks. And 3 days into my 2 weeks, I ended up extending it for like 6 months. And I'm gonna put this in a trigger. And then from there, moved over to I still do the maintenance stuff because I know how to fix it. So this is the duct. You can fry it until you render a lot of the fat out of it. That will get it done, so it's kind of where you need it. Then you roast it afterwards. It's probably already cooked, but I'm going to roast it a little bit more. It gets rid of the gamey flavor, and I don't like the gamey flavor. So it renders out all the excess fat, or a lot of it. It doesn't render all of it out. Woks are really good for frying in. So there you go, fried wok. And I'm gonna leave that facing up, two facing down, facing up. This goes up into this lovely spot here, and 350, and I'm just gonna keep an eye on it here and probably cook it for about 15 minutes. And we're gonna actually move this up here so we can shove that back in its hole now. And we're gonna, it has a couple vents in there because I got an ice maker in there also, and it vents out the sides here, so that's nice. I'll let that cool off before I get rid of it. And then, silly me, I didn't put a bag in my trash can, so yay. But yeah, it's basically my kitchen and tub setup. We might talk about the other parts if request happens. I've been very hesitant about sharing too much inside my house. I've kind of enjoyed having the well, for one, it's not clean. I didn't want to deal with that. For two, the security of people not knowing how everything's set up, which there's certain things I will go into, certain things I won't. But yeah, that's the kitchen. When you're designing a kitchen for yourself, the best thing to go by, it took me a while to find this research, but if you want to make a kitchen your height so it doesn't hurt your back, ooh, it's snowing more, it's kind of spit snowing right now, your elbow height standing up straight is roughly where you want the top of your cabinets to be. So whoever's going to do the majority of it and you want their comfort and consideration, you figure out the elbow height. Now granted, this, I have shoes on, it's not quite there. This sink is extra deep, so it's not that. This is roughly a foot higher than every other cabinet you go with. But basically, and then whenever you put your arms down to do the dishes, you don't want to have to bend your back over to do the dishes. So you should be able to touch the bottom of your sink with your arms extended, and that's how you kind of figure your height for your cabinets, for your custom cabinets. So alright, there's 2 duck breasts on there. One of them I cut the fat off. I don't need that much fat on me. That's how they came out. That is them on a salad bed, and that is my breakfast or dinner or lunch, whatever you want to say. Very tasty looking. And the snow is coming down more. So, alright, after that lovely dinner, I want to share with you guys some of the wonderful views I've had over the last so many months. So here is some of the more interesting views I've had, along with some of the sketchy roads I've been on and some of the snow that I've been in. Like the third time we've had snow, it might be thick enough to run the plow. It's almost thick enough to run the plow. Not running right, but we're on the trail. We know roughly. I know roughly where it's at. It's in the injectors and the high pressure oil pump, which is where we are kind of working towards. I actually have emailed it out right now to a Italian company who has said parts. Is this the right way? Yeah, that's the right way. And hoping they will give me a reasonable price for it. If anything, it'll be half price of what it costs to buy remanufactured ones. Whenever I was in there the last time, I noticed that the clearances on top of the coils on the ambulance was out of spec. That a shim kit might do it, but I'd like to do the job right. I'm so sick of pulling those injectors out and pulling that off, the valve cover thing off, so I just want it done. So anyhow, right now I'm warming up the truck because I gotta go plow. It's normally about 5 degrees here. So recording, yes I am. It is normally right around 5 degrees here, and colder all month of December and most of the month of January, at least half the month. It was above freezing. The lake was liquid. We didn't have anything to do. Quite boring. But it's finally getting cold enough for the last 2 weeks that it's actually starting to too good. I'm gonna fix that. There's a gap there. Needs to be cleaned. That needs to be put down. Ambulance heater inside is working good. It's been working flawlessly all year long, and it's been heating both inside and keeping about 60 in here. I have it turned kind of low because it's using a lot of fuel to keep it up too high. So there's that. The most part is doing good. Had my first flare up today too, and I need to bleed the plow because it broke on me the other day, and I was able to fix it with some grinding.